I never imagined I'd be talking about my art life on YouTube at 68, but maybe that's exactly why it works. When I started my journey here on YouTube this past February, I was 67. I celebrated my birthday in June, and now at 68, I can honestly say that this was the best move for me as an artist. Let me tell you why. I grew up in a completely different world, long before cell phones, social media, and content creation existed. For most of my career, sharing art didn't mean uploading. It meant getting photographs taken of my art as slides to deliver to galleries using snail mail, hoping someone walked into my booth at an art show or showed up at a home studio open house. Then it happened. Social media became a thing. As an artist with a thriving art business, I wasn't afraid to show myself and happily jumped in. It was 2008 when I started my blog and quite shamelessly started promoting my art. I was surprised at the disapproval I got from a few older artists I knew back then. I mean, really? I'm an artist and I want to sell my work. What's the problem? When Instagram became the photo sharing app, I jumped right in. I really enjoyed those early days of Instagram. So what made me start here, besides my husband constantly telling me you should start a YouTube channel? It was a creative nudge, intuition, synchronicity, whatever you want to call it. I needed a big refresh after a very hard decade. Now, I won't list all the life events that got me here. Well, okay, maybe in an upcoming video. But I needed a huge change, a life refresh, a glow up, if you will. I needed a new kind of challenge and growth. My husband's insistence was starting to wear me down, and I began watching videos on starting your own YouTube channel. I stumbled upon Alexa's videos, and I was immediately hooked. Alexa Serranoia. I'll link her below in my video description. I noticed that Alexa's how-to videos were geared towards older people in their 40s and beyond. I immediately fell in love with her story and her videos, and I watched a lot of her content. It was one of Alexa's videos that got me so inspired that I recorded and uploaded my first video the very next day. I didn't take time to script anything because I knew if I didn't just do it right then, I might not do it at all. So I set up my phone and got out my paints and sketchbook. I created an ASMR video of me painting some abstract birches. It ended up being about 17 minutes long, and I didn't even edit, I just uploaded it. You can still watch it if you wish. I haven't taken it down. I'd love to hear from you. If you've ever started something new later in life or found joy in a creative journey unexpectedly, please share it in the comments. Your stories inspire me too. So here I am, an older woman, an artist, a painter, a creative entrepreneur, feeling called to share my art process, my art journey, my older lady wisdom, my art tips and hacks, my artist life, and of course my art. I want to inspire. In fact, I'm throwing inspiration out on my YouTube channel for everyone to catch. I may be only 10 months in and still have so much to learn, but that's a good thing. I'm keeping my brain young. Being an older creator on YouTube is an advantage. I decided a long time ago not to follow a traditional path in life. Now, I must confess, I do come from a family of artists. Growing up, my parents, both artists, created and ran their art business from our home. So I guess you could say this is in my blood. If my mom and dad were still here, they'd be so surprised and happy to see me here, their shy, introverted little girl on YouTube. And I'm doing it my way. YouTube has given me a chance to connect with people all over the world, to share my quiet process of making art, and to feel seen in a way I never expected. It's provided the joy of learning something new later in life, A new creative chapter at an age when many think the story is winding down. A sense of connection with all the new friends I'm making here, and a growing audience who genuinely cares. Now, I'm not saying that you should start a YouTube channel unless that's what you want. You do you. But I do hope that my video is a message of hope for anyone who thinks it's too late to start. A reminder that whatever your age, whatever the stage of life you're at, your story is still unfolding. Just know that you're never too old and it's never too late. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you'd like to explore more of my art, I invite you to visit my personal website and my online galleries. They're linked below. And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing so we can continue sharing this creative journey together. I love having you along for the process.